curious what that looks like. Okay. I want to talk about sex education. Damn, that fucking weed is harsh. Sex education and teen pregnancy.
All right.
So, but we have had this discussion before. And, yeah, it's going to be tough to start with a topic that we're kind of on the same page on.
Well, it doesn't matter though. We still talk about it. The idea is to talk
All right.
about it and hear other people's opinions.
That's true. Yes. There are always comments, video responses.
Anything you think of,
Yeah,
anything
I think
you might
that,
want to talk about,
I
send
think,
them our way.
Yeah, I think that a 2-year-old should be taught about sex education.
You just don't want to be serious about this.
I can't help it.
Honestly, you know what I feel? I feel that sex education is a good thing, but in the same respect, I think that it teaches kids to take a chance if they want to.
What do you mean?
As far as, you know what, now I know my body works, I know that I have a clitoris, I know that I have parts of my body.
So they're going to have it anyway.
Oh, absolutely.
Look at
my
Texas.
point is this, yeah, look at Texas. But my point is if you look at it, what happens is they learn about their bodies at a younger age. So now they're more prone to go out and adventure. You know, I mean, when I
But they'll
found
make
out about
smarter decisions.
when I found out about myself, I couldn't keep my hands off myself for about a year. I mean, once I found out about myself. But my point is that you know, I think that there's a huge problem with teenage pregnancy that, you know, it should be something where a child shouldn't be afraid to confess to their parents that, yes, Mom, you know, I did have unprotected sex and I am pregnant. Instead, they just decide to have the baby and dump it in a dumpster. And that's not funny. But or throw it over a bridge. But the point is that...
Well, that's really not the debate. You're talking about all the little shades of gray and different fucking circumstances. The main debate is you have the people that are pro-sex education and pro-contraception and basically tend to be pro-choice people.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the people that want to keep your kids dumb and stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And they want to teach abstinence only.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look at every case throughout the country, the areas that are teaching, you know, comprehensive sex education are having less teen pregnancy rates and less unwanted pregnancies and less sexually transmitted diseases,
Mm-hmm.
as opposed to the areas that have abstinence only, where the kids don't know jack and, you know.
Or Joe.
Or Jill.
That they ran up the hill. Each with a bucket of
ran up
water.
her leg. They have. Wow, I shouldn't have smoked before I did this.
I didn't, by the way. But
I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, abstinence only education.
yeah,
The
exactly.
teen
I see
pregnancy
what
and
you're saying.
STDs are constantly on the rise.
But you
keep
could
your
also
kids
say
stupid.
that you could also say whether they don't keep the kids stupid and in like poor neighborhoods that, you know, they know the chances, they know the odds, they know that they might get a disease from this. They could die,
Right.
but they still go ahead and do it. And you know, I think that that what happens in poor neighborhoods is because of lack of appreciation, a lack of care for their bodies. They just, you know, it's just something where they're living in such a hell that
It's not. It's not poor communities. There's rich, wealthy.
Well, there are
Christian
rich
communities.
absolutely.
There's
But if you look at statistically, where are more teenage pregnancies arrived or derived from? The inner cities.
I don't have that. Well, actually,
inner cities and stuff like that.
We kind of do have it at our fingertips here. So, let's do a search.
He wants to search.
I think it's a symptom
I
of
already
a
know
much.
the answer.
It's a symptom of a much larger problem. Prince Harry gets dumped. Shed a tear.
That's a serious problem.
Yeah, poor Prince Harry. And dude, this is going to be nothing but a
This
distraction. What do we want?
The statistics of underage teenage pregnancies
Abstinence only.
in poor neighborhoods.
I'm putting
as
abstinence
opposed to-
only stats. That
Listen
should be
to
enough
me.
for Google.
Google your mama.
Not abstinence only states, I want stats. But we'll go with abstinence only.
And I think that another reason while he's looking for this is that
What is it? During the first 5 years of abstinence only until marriage,
the fear
Title V,
of
10 states
abortion.
received $45.5 million in federal funds. Ugh. List of states rejecting abstinence only funding grows. Yeah, but where?
You're
Where
killing me
are
with
they-
this. Why are you doing this?
I don't know.
Yeah, you're killing me. My point is that, you know, it all stems from the fear of abortion, the forced ideology that if you have a child, that you have to keep that child no matter what your income is, or no matter what your maturity is, or your age.
That's for no one.
No
That's for
one's
no one to
absolutely. I
say.
agree completely.
Because
but
your rights
fact
end where
is-
mine begin.
But the fact is
My
that,
rights end
that
where yours
where
begin.
we are, it's more of a taboo to kill an unborn baby.
Whoa. That's another misconception about abortion, is that, you know,
Well, it's not a baby. It's a
late-term
zygote.
abortion, I understand. Late-term abortion, I kind of feel I got a problem with that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
See, the way I feel about it is,
But
If-
until
if that
then,
child's
it's
gonna be
just a
brought into the
lump of
world-
fucking empty fucking cells. It's just some fucking DNA.
well,
It's
absolutely.
no different than just spitting on the ground.
But
It's got
that's
the
how
same,
you feel. The
but
way
it's got the
that
same
the
content.
majority of people in
The only
this
difference
country
is
feel
There's stem
is
cells
totally
there.
different. I agree, but my point is that a lot of the people in this country, the majority, I would say, have instilled the belief that if you were to get rid of your unborn baby, that somehow you're a sinner and that you deserve to go to hell. But the truth is that if you're an underage
Yeah, but-
kid, hold on. If you're an underage
It's a
kid,
scientific
hold on.
question.
If you're an underage kid and you have this baby, and then you can't provide for that baby, and that baby ends up growing up with maybe their mother or father, or that kid tries to raise this baby. The fact is that a child is raising a child, and unless that child is educated enough to understand how to protect a life, which I'm not saying that
Right, but
teenage
what I'm
mothers
saying-
out there aren't. I'm just saying that there are ages that you equip yourself with the knowledge on life. I mean, I'm not judging anyone. When I was young, I thought I knew everything, and the simple fact is that you don't ever know anything. One thing that Socrates said was that the one thing I know is that I don't know everything, and it's so true. So I'm almost 30 years old, and I can honestly say that I still have so much more to know. And when I was 16 or 15 or 14, and I thought that I knew everything, the simple fact of it was I had a lot of learning to acquire.